Who is taller, Jesus Christ or these celebrities?
Let's hear it.
Okay, Jesus Christ or Shaquille O'Neal?
Is Jesus really that tall?
Brian, I don't know. You tell me.
I'm going to say Jesus.
No, it's Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
Shaq's 7 feet tall.
You never know, Zach.
You never know.
The man walked on water.
Jesus Christ or LeBron James?
I think LeBron is taller.
Yeah, LeBron was taller. 6'8".
How tall is Jesus? I'm going to say he's 6 foot.
Okay, Jesus Christ or The Rock?
I think The Rock is 6'4", so Jesus was shorter.
That was a good pull by you.
Thank you, Zach.
The Rock is 6'4". Jesus is shorter.
Okay.
Jesus Christ or Barack Obama?
I think Barack is probably 6'1".
Oh, that's pretty good.
I know. I'm going to say Jesus was shorter.
How do you know the heights of all these celebrities?
Because I'm a G.
Okay, Jesus Christ was shorter. Jesus Christ or Tom Cruise?
Oh, so Jesus is short.
Tom Cruise, how tall is he?
5'6", 5'7"?
5'7".
I'm going to say Jesus is, I guess he's shorter. Is he short?
How? Jesus Christ underneath.
Is he really that
5'7"? He is. Apparently he is.
Gosh.
Jesus Christ or Kevin Hart?
No way he's shorter than Kevin Hart.
How tall is Kevin Hart?
5'4"?
Kevin Hart's 5'4".
You like
Is Jesus
these
Christ
polls?
taller or shorter than Kevin
I'm
Hart?
assuming shorter. I'm going with the trend.
He is shorter.
What?
Jesus Christ or Ariana Grande?
5'2" is she?
She's 5'3".
I'm going to say he's shorter.
Okay, this is where it gets up in the air a little bit.
Okay.
Ariana Grande is apparently taller. Jesus Christ or Salma Hayek?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, maybe. We'll see. She's 5'2".
Okay.
Jesus Christ, most scholars believe, was between 5'1" and 5'5".
Wow.
So if you took the average, you'd say maybe he's 5'3".
Yeah, I'll say 5'3".
5'3", which means Ariana Grande is the same height as Jesus Christ.
That's ridiculous. I always thought Jesus Christ would be a very, very tall. I thought he was going to be like 6 foot 6'1".
He's a short king.
Literally.
Jesus Christ is a short king.
No, I think he is the short king.
Okay, so he claims the title. He's the shortest and the kingiest of them all.
He is a king. He is the shortest, well, the short king.
If he was in the dating game, Brian, he wouldn't even be looked at.
No, yes, he would.
You think so?
He walked on water.
I wonder who's taller, him or the bagel boss?
Who's the bagel boss?
The angry short guy that got
guy
angry at the bagel store once?
in New Jersey?
Yeah, I forget where that was.
I think
but
that guy was
he
like
popped up.
5 foot. So I'm going to say Jesus was taller than
Yeah,
him.
probably. But yeah, Jesus died single. He was single his life. So
yeah.
maybe he wasn't a dating king. Maybe he was too short to get the ladies.
I don't think that that's
Yeah, I don't want to dive too deep into it.
I don't think that that's the case at all. All right, that's a hot start to the podcast. This is podcast 137.
Podcast
Good number.
It's a great number. Honestly, it's one of my favorites.
We do have some updates. It is Thursday today, so tomorrow starts Fanatics Fest. We will be at Fanatics Fest all weekend. So if you're listening early on the podcast on release day, we're going to be at the Javits Center all weekend. 6:30 on Saturday p.m. is our live show with the Rizzler.
I think it's 6 to 6:45. Was that
okay.
right?
Something like that.
Something along those lines. We'll pop it up on the screen.
We're on the Dick's Sporting Goods stage. If you're there, come check us out. Come say what's up. And we'll be mingling all weekend. We'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is big weekend for us.
Just take a pause for a second and just realize how hectic and crazy the last week was and the next 2 weeks are going to be.
I have a feeling that this is just going to be our life.
Well, I'm like
Our life is just going to be hectic.
kind of okay with it. I think if we get operationally more efficient,
Yes.
then we could hopefully free up some free time. But right now, we've been on the grind.
I know. And then, so just to give background, the day after the last day of Fanatics Fest is Sunday. So the day after is Monday. We have to film our next game time because we leave Monday night for UFC and Power Slap. We're going with V-Chain. They're having us there the whole week, Monday to Sunday. That's a lot of time in Las Vegas.
I know. I don't know. Maybe we play a round of golf. Maybe we gamble a little bit.
I think we need to split up on the strip time.
Okay.
I think we need to go either golfing or hiking or one. We need to get off the strip for at least 6 hours for that week.
That's more so for your safety, not mine. I feel
know.
like I could somewhat control myself, but I get a little hectic sometimes. I definitely do.
Well, if we're drinking and it becomes late night, then we leave whatever we're doing and we just go gamble.
That is kind of what we do.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of stuff. Power Slap, UFC 317, 318.
318. It's International Fight Week.
Yeah, which is going to be crazy. A couple podcasts maybe recorded there. So a lot of content coming from that.
Yep. We're going to have another UFC fighter on. Should we tell them or no?
No, we should keep it a secret again.
Well, we just had Justin Gaethje, and that's looking to be our most viewed long form video of all time. It's on trajectory too. I think.
You know what's funny about that one is I didn't feel like we brought our all.
Yeah, well, I think that it's tough because like we're so invested in basketball and like T-Mac, we could both talk to him for hours on end. Like, I do know a lot about the UFC, but I don't know as much as I do about basketball.
I just feel like the vibe and the energy was a little lower than I expected interviewing a UFC fighter. I thought the content was good. I feel like the conversations we had were good. But like you hear us talk here,
yes.
Like we were in a hotel, so I almost felt the need to be like a little bit more quiet, a little bit more reserved.
Yes. Also, it's intimidating to interview that type of guy because he could literally just kill you.
He can, yeah. You don't want to be yelling at him, saying anything too mean or too bad.
I think our next podcast guest after the Rizzler, the UFC fighter, I think that's going to be way more high energy.
Yeah.
He's a high energy guy if we get that guy.
Yeah, we'll see. And if we get someone else, hopefully he'll be just as viewed, if not more. And we're going to continue to build
current UFC champion. That's your clue who the next podcast guest is. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yes, fingers crossed. We're trying to figure that one out.
We'll see. So yeah, we're going Fanatics and then Vegas.
And then after that, we have a little bit of break. I have a wedding on a Tuesday, which seems a little crazy.
That is crazy.
We have 4th of July that comes up.
We're going to chill 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to chill at the beach, hang out.
And then fast forward to later that month, we have our Asbury Park live show.
And we just confirmed all of our guests. So we're having Big Justice and Big AJ. The Costco guys are coming. The Rizzler is officially coming. Jumo, the pizza girl, is officially coming. And Jersey Joe is officially coming. And is Sally Slices or not confirmed yet?
He's not confirmed, but maybe.
It's literally just all the Costco verse is coming. It's going to be an awesome show.
It's our hometown show, so you got to go check it out. Link in the description, people.
We're going to start selling some tickets to that because we'll start promoting it.
We have to. It's like a month and 10 days from now.
And we only sold however many tickets.
So if you're seeing it's open, we're going to start promoting it. So buy your tickets.
Yes.
Okay. You want to continue with the podcast? Any other updates you have?
I don't have any other updates.
No. I have an embarrassing story that I just want to share, period. Or do you want to go into one topic?
I'll go into a topic.
Go into your topic. I'm just excited to share because I think it's embarrassing.
Because my topic has to do with the UFC. Since we explained that we're going to Vegas. Also, shout out Fanatics for the cool sweatshirt. Have you heard about the UFC cover curse?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Wait, they have their own Madden curse?
Yes. So the Madden curse has been proved to be a little bit spotty here and there. The UFC curse is like almost 100% accuracy.
I feel like those fighters only have such a short peak that they eventually have to tank. But
when they get to cover status, they are like the best in the world. So I'm going to run through every UFC game. There's only been like 5.
Okay.
The first UFC video game of all time, the 2 cover athletes were John Jones and Alexander Gustafsson. Okay. They were on the cover. They split the cover. John Jones, immediately after that cover released, his next fight, he failed a drug test.
Oh.
He didn't fight.
Really?
Yes. The next fight that Gustafsson was in, he gets knocked out by Rumble Johnson in his home country.
That is probably the worst thing that could happen on your home turf.
Yes, horrible. So that's the first thing. First 2 fighters, drug test, failed, and knocked out. The next UFC 2, cover athletes were Ronda Rousey and Conor McGregor.
Oh, Ronda Rousey did not go down a good route.
Ronda Rousey was KO'd by Amanda Nunes in 48 seconds in her next fight.
I mean, that seems like the GOAT right there, right? Amanda Nunes? Even I know that.
I know. And then Conor McGregor was choked out by Nate Diaz 10 days after the release of that video game.
And McGregor has never been the same since.
No, he has not. UFC 3. McGregor was on the cover again. Conor McGregor gets choked out by Khabib in his next fight after that video game releases.
I don't know why they put him back on. He was already on the downfall.
Well, because he was
notorious.
He came back and he beat Nate Diaz. He had a whole thing. UFC 4, the cover athletes were Jorge Masvidal and Israel Adesanya.
Oh, Masvidal, the flying knee.
Masvidal was knocked out by Kamaru Usman in the next fight.
I remember that fight. I actually remember that.
Really?
Yeah, I actually do.
Okay. Israel Adesanya went 1-0 and lost his next fight after the cover.
Yeah, that one's painful. That one hurts. I think that was the one where, was Josie Aldo? Is that his name? Or is that a soccer player?
Jose Aldo?
Jose Aldo? Yeah, he got his face beat down in that the fight before it. Yeah.
UFC 5, I went a step further here. The cover athletes were Valentina Shevchenko, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Alexander Volkanovski. Volkanovski gets knocked out 2 times in a row, 6 days before the release of the fight and after the release of the fight.
Oh, so he got double time.
That whole year. 2 losses. He only has 4 losses on his resume, I think. Shevchenko, her only 2 fights that year, which was 2023, are one of her 4 losses and her only draw.
That's insane.
The UFC curse is more real than the Madden curse, I think.
I think so. And the 2K curse and all those other curses for those cover athletes.
And the Drake curse. I think the Drake curse was beaten sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't know. They won the championship, Toronto.
Yes, but I think then he gambled. He sucks at gambling, but hits roulette 11 all the time. So I think the UFC fight might be the most prolific curse. The UFC curse might be the most prolific curse in video games.
Okay, up there with like the Great Bambino, like all that stuff.
I don't know
just in general in sports.
Sure.
The curse of the Great Bambino. Babe Ruth?
I don't know. What
You're
that
not
is.
familiar?
No, I'm not a baseball
Really?
guy, Zach.
Oh, wow. Okay. Red Sox World Series drought. They traded away Babe Ruth. You gotta figure it out.
figure it out.
Do you want to hear my funny story?
I do want to hear a funny story.
Okay.
Please tell me.
Did I tell you this? I might have told you this already.
You haven't explained the story, so I don't know.
My trip in Target?
No, you didn't tell me.
No, I
this.
didn't? Okay,
don't
I'll
think
tell
so.
you. I did something I'm not very proud of. Okay? So I was in Target with my girlfriend.
Okay.
Wandering around as people in Target do.
Correct.
Or Target.
Target.
I had an emergency. I
had to poop.
I had to go to the bathroom. Yeah.
You pooped on the floor.
No, I didn't.
You're a psycho.
So I walk over and I go to the bathroom, and then I make a left, I go in, and someone's in there and they walk out as I'm in there, and then I get into a stall. There's someone in the stall next to me.
Okay.
I blow it up. It was a disaster. I was gone for 10 minutes.
Per usual.
I walk out of the stall. No one else is in the bathroom. I go to wash my hands, right? I'm washing my hands and the door's open for the bathroom. I look outside and there's a mother with her daughter.
Yes.
They walk into my bathroom.
You were in the girls' bathroom.
I was in the woman's bathroom.
Oh my
Blew
God.
it up in Target.
What is wrong with you?
I didn't know what to do.
What'd you say?
I just looked at it, I go, oh, am I in the wrong? And they were like, yeah, I think so. I was like, I'm so sorry. And then I just bolted back and I had to go tell my girlfriend that I took a dump in the wrong bathroom.
That's like, I think that might be illegal.
Yeah, it might be. I was wondering why there were so many stalls. Like I've never been in a women's bathroom. There was no urinals. And the woman that walked out before me, the person, it was a woman. I didn't even process it because I was posting. So I was posting in Target.
And you were sprinting to the bathroom.
And I was looking at my phone. I was like, okay, let me upload caption, short form video. Let's go. And then I just walked right past her, but I know it was a woman.
That's not good.
And she walked out. I just walked into the stall. And then the poor lady that was taking a dump or pissing next to me.
Because you don't know in a woman's bathroom.
You don't know. They're always sitting.
Stalls.
I didn't see their feet. If I saw their feet, I would have processed it faster, but the stalls were low enough. Yeah.
You pee when you sit when you pee, right?
Sometimes I do, but not all the time. Depends. Like if it's early in the morning and I don't feel like standing, I'm sitting.
Okay. How many times a day do you think the average person poops?
I think it's between 3 and 5.
3 and 5? That's a ton.
No?
I think 3.
I think maybe 3. 2 to 3?
I think 2 to 3. Yeah.
I float when I'm eating food, like a lot of food.
That's usually every day, right?
I actually have been, I lost like 10 pounds. I don't know what happened.
Because you just don't eat.
Yeah, sometimes I don't. But
if you don't eat though, you'll just gain the weight back once you start eating. You know that?
I guess so. Yeah.
Unless you
I wasn't trying to lose weight. I've just been running around,
That's good.
But yeah, so when I do eat, I'm a 3 to 5, maybe 6 times a day guy. They come in, waves.
That's ridiculous.
They come in waves. They're not all big.
So you think the average person poops 4 times a day?
I think it's like 2 to 3. That's
all right. Well, I have a question for you because that was a perfect transition.
Okay.
Based on statistics, this is what the average person looks like globally.
Okay.
Let's see if you match the average person.
I feel like I'm pretty average, sometimes above average.
So I have demographics, physical characteristics, daily life, finances, and education.
Okay, let's do it.
Demographics. The average age of the average person in the world is 30.4 years old.
That's young. Really?
Well,
I guess the babies skew it. We keep popping them out, this population.
I think people do pass away early.
I guess they do, but I just feel like people live to like 70, 80, 90 years old. Yeah. But I guess there's a lot more youth because, it's the baby boomers.
So you're under the average age?
Yes, I am. I'm 28.
Okay. The average gender is?
I'll say female.
It's female. 50.4% of the world is female.
Okay, so you're not calling me average because 0.4%
I just want to see,
skewed you?
Well, I just want to see where you sit on this.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't win that one.
The location of the average person globally is in?
Let's go China.
Asia. Over 59% of the world's population lives in Asia.
Which that doesn't make sense to me. Did you see
Definitely
a map?
makes sense.
Have you seen a map?
I do see maps all the time.
It's smaller than you think.
It's not.
Yes, it is. It's stretched because of the... Yes,
I think China and India are still pretty big.
No, they are. It's more so Russia. Russia skewed.
And Russia's majority of that is in Europe.
Yes.
And majority
very
of the population.
unpopulated.
The most common religion of people is?
Christianity. No, Jewish.
It's Christianity or Islam. So you do fall in that category.
Okay, yeah.
The average language that people speak is?
English.
The most common one is Mandarin, Chinese, Spanish, or English.
That was, okay.
But I think Mandarin is first.
Yeah, Mandarin seems like it should be first.
So that was the demographics. Let's move on to the physical characteristics.
Okay.
The average height of the average person globally is?
5'8".
5'7". Pretty close. So you're above that.
Yeah, I am. 6'4".
There was no
standing tall.
There was no specific weight for the average person globally, but there was an average life expectancy, which is
68.
73.4 years old.
Not bad, not
You're going to
bad.
live longer than you expected.
No, I expect to live a long time.
Okay, good. The average daily life, the most common daily life. Here we go. The average time people get to sleep per day is
Like an average amount of hours?
average amount of hours.
Oh, let's go. They sleep 6.5. They
7 hours per night.
They should be getting 8. They
7
really
hours
should.
per night is average. The average amount of hours worked per week is
That has to be 40. That's the average.
40 to 45 hours per week. So some people are working hard, Zach.
That makes sense.
The average commute to work every day for the most common person is
38 minutes.
30 to 60 minutes. So right in there.
Yeah, see, I hit the range.
The average digital usage per day, hours, online.
Okay. Now
Not social media, online.
Okay, this is going to be bad. Let's go 2 to 3 hours.
It's 7 hours per day online because a lot of people are working online.
I should have known that.
Average hours per day on social media for the most common person.
Social media, let's go 2 hours.
2.5 hours per day for the most common people in the world. Let's move on to finances.
Yeah, why not?
The annual income for the common person, the most average thing is,
Let's say 55,000.
it's per year. The global average, it's hard to pin down, but the medium is 10K per year.
No.
Apparently.
How?
I have no idea.
I guess if you go across the globe, I was thinking USA.
I think a lot of people make no money.
Yeah. Oh, geez, that's bad.
The average savings per person around the world is,
Average savings, it's probably negative.
it's little to no savings.
Yeah.
It probably is negative.
People in debt.
Yeah. And then let's move on to education, the last category. The average literacy rate, can you read, is how many percent of people?
Can you read literacy? Let's go 45%.
87% globally. What is that?
That's a bad guess.
What is that?
That's a really bad guess.
Average years of schooling,
Schooling, probably 8.
8.6 years.
See, now
we have
I'm back.
over that.
Yeah.
We have actually way over that. That's
Like
crazy.
we have like double the amount.
Yeah. And then the most common degree around the world that people have is
Middle school or elementary school.
high school diploma
High school diploma.
or the equivalent.
Yeah.
There you
Wow.
go. So you're like an average person, but you don't live in Asia.
I feel like I was above average.
You're pretty, yeah, I mean, you're pretty much above, either the same or above average.
I think the height carries me.
That's one category out of like 15 that I just listed.
But I'm tall. Remember that. Never forget.
You love to let people know that you're tall.
No, you want me to shame myself? I will.
I do.
You want me to?
Yes,
Okay.
go.
Here we go.
I am bald.
No. Something close to
Should
it.
I get a hair transplant?
No.
Look at my hairline.
Would you consider me a hatfish?
Yes.
Yeah?
I told you this the other day and you were offended.
I know. I was very offended. You want to tell them what a hatfish is?
Put on the hat.
Okay.
A hatfish is a catfish. So people online that are catfishes pretend to be someone else. So the hat covers your baldness. Therefore, you're pretending to be someone who you're not.
Yeah, I mean, I am myself. That's not the argument.
But you never don't wear a hat. You never do not wear a hat in public. You are always, almost 98% of the time, wearing a hat in public.
You know, some people have pictures with me without a hat.
Yeah,
It's
but
crazy.
those are like official events or like sporting events where you have to participate and you can't wear a hat.
Hat fishing is a term describing the practice of wearing a hat in online dating profile pictures or on dates to conceal a receding hairline or baldness.
Have you ever went on a first date without a hat?
Hatfish.
You're a hatfish. Are
I'm
you
a
self-proclaiming
hatfish.
it?
I have to be. What else am I doing? I never not wear a hat on this podcast. Therefore,
Except for
I'm a
right now.
hatfish. This is except for right now I'm doing it. And we're
So why don't you go the rest of the pod without the hat?
I don't want to do it.
Get out of the hatfish
I don't
phase.
want to do
Get
that.
out of the hatfish.
I don't want to.
Do you want to be a hatfish?
I feel like
You want to
No.
be a hatfish.
I don't want to be
So
a
then
hat.
put the hat down.
I'm wearing the hat.
I'll put the hat down if you put the hat down.
No, you have hair. That's not fair.
I go like 50-50 with a hat or
This is-
not.
Dude, the comments sometimes on these videos roast me.
Keep it off.
It's bad. No,
Yeah,
it's
but
not
it
just
makes
for
us
this,
more
for
money.
Everything.
If you don't wear a hat, we probably make like an extra $500 a month.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
That's
I'm gonna wear the hat.
$6,000 a year.
No, I've never been on a first date and wore a hat. I feel like I'm always wearing a hat.
That's
Wait, I
crazy.
can't say it. No, yeah, I usually go. I used to have a little flow, dude.
yeah. But now, if you went on a first date,
now, with my current girlfriend.
yes,
my
I know.
first
But
date
if
now.
you didn't have, hypothetically, if you went on a first date, would you wear a hat?
No, I wouldn't. My dating profile would be bald because you can't
Really?
hatfish. Yes, you have to showcase
So
the
you're
baldness.
not a hatfish.
I would probably wear the hat in the first picture, and then as I go down, just slowly get more and more, and then it's just still my forehead, and then it'll
Then you're
finally
wearing
come.
a yarmulke at some point.
But I'm a hatfish. I'm self-proclaimed, and it kind of hurts. But dude, I was golfing with some guy the other day. I took my hat off to like.
It was like, whoa.
Yeah, I went like this. I wiped some sweat
It's a
off,
scare
and
tactic.
he goes, Not gonna lie, Zach. Thought you had more hair on your head. I was like, what a guy.
It's like a jump scare. A lot of people say it's a jump scare when they see you without a hat.
Jump scare.
Keep it off.
No, I'm not keeping
Keep it off.
I'm wearing my hat.
One more segment.
No.
One more segment.
No.
In game time?
No.
Come on.
Not with this amount of hair on me.
It looks good.
Stop it. We'll move on.
Well, I do want to talk about dating. The transitions are fantastic.
All right, good. See, we're working it.
Which celebrity has a more impressive dating history?
There's some kings out there.
Okay, I got John Mayer versus Drake.
Okay, two guys who have dated a lot of women.
And then I might throw Justin Timberlake in there too.
Oh, slow your roll.
Let's go Drake first. Drake has dated SZA, Tyra Banks, Rihanna, Hailey Bieber, apparently. Didn't know that
When did that happen?
Jennifer Lopez, Kylie Jenner, Julia Fox, and maybe Serena Williams.
Serena Williams is, oh no, the halftime show. It said it.
It went down.
She crip walked on him.
SZA, Tyra Banks, Rihanna, Hailey Bieber, J-Lo, Kylie Jenner, Julia Fox, Serena Williams. What a lineup.
Yeah, I mean, he killed it. He's doing great.
Do you think John Mayer has a chance?
I think John Mayer definitely has a chance.
All right.
John Mayer is a big dog in the game.
Let's hear it. So John Mayer's dating history is a little bit older, but still very attractive, very nice people.
That's fine. Attractive, nice people.
They're probably nice.
You can't be old and beautiful people.
Wait, what?
Nah, I don't know. You
John Mayer's dating history. Jennifer Love Hewitt, Jessica Simpson, Cameron Diaz, Minka Kelly, Jennifer Aniston, Taylor Swift, Kim Kardashian, Katy Perry.
See, it's closer than you think.
It is. It is
really
definitely
is.
close.
As much as I want to go with the oldies.
Do you want to go matchup for matchup?
I guess, whatever you want.
All right, Jennifer Love Hewitt or SZA?
I'll take Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I go SZA, really?
No, I'm doing it.
All right. Jessica Simpson or Rihanna?
Jessica Simpson. Oh, man.
Or Rihanna?
Those boots were made for walking. Let's go Jessica Simpson.
2-0 John Mayer. Hailey Bieber or Cameron Diaz?
Okay, Hailey Bieber.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, it's Hailey Baldwin at that point.
Whatever,
I would
it's
hope,
fine.
at least. Jennifer Lopez or Minka Kelly?
I go J-Lo.
Yeah, I knew
Minka
that was
Kelly's
coming.
great, but
3-1 John Mayer right now. Kylie Jenner or Jennifer Aniston?
Jennifer Aniston.
That's
Friends.
a close matchup there.
Oh, no.
That is a close
I'm
matchup.
taking Jennifer Aniston. I'm
Wow,
doing it.
4-1 John Mayer. Tyra Banks or Taylor Swift?
I'm taking Tyra Banks.
Yeah, I knew that
10
was
times out of 10.
You hate Taylor Swift.
No, it's not a Taylor Swift thing. Tyra Banks,
So that's 2 to 4.
couldn't get that out.
So that's 2 to 4 John Mayer. Julia Fox or Kim Kardashian?
Now, what Julia Fox are we talking? Are we talking Uncut Gems Julia Fox?
I don't know. Just the average.
I'll take John Mayer's girl. I forget who it is.
Kim Kardashian?
Yes.
Okay. And then Katy Perry or Serena Williams?
Serena Williams.
That is 6-2 John Mayer.
Yeah. Serena Williams over Katy Perry. Katy Perry just...
Didn't you just pick Katy Perry?
No, I chose Serena Williams.
Oh, so then it might be 5-3. But still, you chose John Mayer. I think I go with Drake's list.
I think it's because of her song E.T.
Do you want to hear Justin Timberlake's? Just to like throw it in there?
Let's get it.
Fergie, Britney Spears, like not now Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson, Jessica Biel, Olivia Munn, and Mila Kunis.
See, to me, Justin Timberlake beats both of those people.
Really?
Yes, that's what I would say.
You're a big Fergie fan.
No, I'm not a big Fergie
You
fan.
love
You
Fergie.
just mentioned people who also have great personalities.
You
got
don't
Mila,
know any of them personally.
Mila Kunis is cool. She seems
You don't
cool.
know her.
Okay. I mean, this is what everybody says.
Do you think Justin Timberlake has the best dating lineup out of those three?
Out of those three, yes, but Derek Jeter might beat them all.
Pete Davidson?
Pete Davidson, I don't know. I don't know if I'm there on that.
I think Pete Davidson beats them all.
Where do we transition now?
How you feeling?
Great.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Hatfish?
All right. Calm
I
down.
think I need to change the Ninja Turtle.
Yeah? Why?
I don't know. Just takes up a lot of room.
You think so? I'm like, I've been saying I was going
You're
to
not
redo
gonna
this thing
redo
forever.
that.
It's just never going to happen. Talking about the president,
I'm sweating.
Donald Trump is coming out with his own cell phone service.
I think I saw this. It's like a gold cell phone, right?
Yes, this is not a joke.
Is it really not?
This is a real thing. No, I think it's a real thing.
I thought it was a joke.
The Trump Organization is releasing a $499 Trump mobile smartphone and service made in the USA.
I mean, that's cheaper than the iPhone.
It's like half the price of the iPhone.
It's like more than half, I think.
And then you get the mobile service along with it for unlimited talk, text, and data. And you get extras like telehealth for $47.45 a month.
How are they gonna? What towers do they own? Do they own Verizon towers?
I feel like they're going to bum off the other towers. That's what I was thinking.
How is that legal?
Do you know why it's $47.45 a month?
Because those are his presidencies.
Yes. He's the 47th president. Bang! It's the 45th.
That was good.
Pretty cool. The phone is called the T1 phone. It's gold.
Trump one.
Yes, I think the Trump one.
Okay.
It's gold, which is kind of cool.
Gold!
I love gold.
gold.
That's why I was saying that upstairs.
I love gold.
We just changed our mobile plans. Well, you still have to.
I have to, yeah.
But we'll do that.
Correct.
Do we consider this if it's cheaper?
No.
Like, do we think this is something?
Zach, I'm not going to. The only thing that's selling me is that it's just gold.
It's gold. I don't think it's actual gold.
Yeah, but it is gold. It's the color gold.
Yeah, I have unlimited hotspots now. I have unlimited.
You just brought this up because you want to brag about your new service.
Hey, it's great. I
have
can
to
post
do
from
that.
anywhere. We do have to do it. Yes,
We have to do that.
We will. You know what else you have?
I am not paying my taxes today. I am not going to buy the T1 Trump phone.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than other cell phone providers, but I'm not.
How many people are realistically going to change from Apple and Verizon or whatever they're with T-Mobile to T1?
No one. I also feel like Trump gets himself into like all these different business ideas that aren't successful.
Like what?
Like he used to have like Trump water, Trump steaks.
Did he?
Yeah, like this is like Celebrity Apprentice days.
Oh, I don't know.
Like Trump water, Trump steaks, and none of those are around anymore. So like, what makes you think his mobile plan? I guess half the country
just a real estate guy. Well, not half the country. I think like 5 to 2% of the half the country.
At least consider it. They would consider it.
They would, 2% of the country would consider it, I think.
Okay.
Like the diehards.
The diehards. All right.
People in Nebraska.
Okay. That's fair.
Or I don't know. Did Nebraska vote for Trump?
I have no idea. I don't pay attention.
I don't pay attention either. What am I going to talk about? Do you want to talk about sports, geography, or white people?
Let's talk about white people.
Let's talk about white people. So you consider yourself like a dad joke sometime.
I thought you were going to say you consider yourself a white person.
Well, you do that as well.
I do that.
I do that as well.
No, I have a dad sense of humor. I definitely do.
Yes, you're more dad than you are your age, I would think.
That's what people tell
older,
me.
not dad, like an old man.
Yeah, of course. I feel you.
You drink plum juice and
that's not what golfing. I do. I do golf though.
So you do both of those. What is the GOAT white person saying out of these 10 examples?
Okay, I'll tell you.
I have 10 examples. I want to go from 1 to 10. Whichever one prevails is the best white person saying.
Are you telling me I'm a respectable person in the white person community to be able to
100%
give my opinion on this?
You are very white.
Okay.
All right, ready? Newsflash, buddy. Or you're on thin ice, Buster.
Oh, I think newsflash.
Can I hear it?
Newsflash, buddy.
That wasn't very white.
Newsflash, buddy.
That was a little weird.
Newsflash, buddy.
You're on thin ice, Buster.
You're on thin ice, Buster.
That was better.
I think it's newsflash.
Newsflash, buddy?
Newsflash, buddy.
Newsflash, bud.
Yeah. Oh, bud, you shortened it. It's even better.
All right, newsflash, buddy, or no more Mr. Nice Guy.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
That's better?
Absolutely.
And I don't think
people actually say these things.
Do you say these?
No, I never do.
Sometimes.
I might do it like ironically. Like
no,
if
I don't think it's ironic.
If we're bowling and I throw a turkey, hey, no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Okay. All right, so no more Mr. Nice Guy or listen here, pal.
Listen here, pal's good. It's probably more used. But
I feel like you use that often.
But I feel like I've heard non-white people say that. So therefore, I think
no more Mr. Nice Guy.
No more Mr. Nice Guy is more of the white person saying.
Okay.
Let's lock that in.
No more Mr. Nice Guy or just going to sneak right past you.
Oh,
in the grocery store?
I like when the waiters and waitresses, they go, excuse my reach, as they like reach to pick up your plate.
That's just a waiter and waitress thing.
It is. I'm going no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Wow.
Let's ride with it. It's making its way.
All right. I feel like it's not going to win, but it's giving a good push. No more Mr. Nice Guy or uh-oh Spaghetti-O.
Uh-oh Spaghetti-O. Hands down. Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh Spaghetti-O.
That's like any white person talking to their kid.
Well, I don't think my dad ever said that to me. That would be bizarre if he said.
I guess my dad didn't really.
No, I don't think so. All right. Uh-oh Spaghetti-O or let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll. That's a staple. That's something that all white people go to.
That my dad might have said.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Definitely. Let's rock and roll or what?
I was going to say he probably said it while like clapping.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll or you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
I'm going to go let's rock and roll.
Wow.
You mess with the bull, you get the horns. It's good, but
roll.
It's not great. It's not great. That's like a movie quote, right?
I guess.
2 months, I got you, Bender.
Let's rock and roll or you're barking up the wrong tree.
Let's rock and roll.
Wow.
I could just see like a road trip starting or like after a
rock and roll.
Family meeting, you know?
Yeah. With their cell phone holster.
Yes.
Let's rock and roll. Final matchup. Let's rock and roll versus get a load out of this guy.
Get a load out of this guy.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it absolutely does.
Gosh.
Get a load of this guy.
Get a load of this guy.
It happens all the time. I see it every single day of my life.
What's the best white person nickname? Is it Bud? Pal, Chief.
Big bud, pal. Chief is like, you're talking down to people.
What is it?
but
What's the other one?
comrade?
No. Comrade?
Comrade? Like camaraderie?
Boss.
Oh, boss.
I feel like other people say boss, though. Everyone says
I
boss.
do. Everyone does this.
I think Chief.
Chief is like degrading. Hey, listen here, Chief. You know what I'd say?
I guess so.
You know what voice I trigger when I say those phrases? Cusco. Cusco. Listen here, boss.
I forget that guy's name.
Clank?
Clank. Something like that.
Kronk? Kronk. Got it.
Not Clank. Kronk.
Speaking of video games,
Ratchet and Clank.
you had all the good transitions, and I haven't had any
I'm
of
a
them.
pro. I've been doing this for 4.5 years now, bud.
Apparently, you could. Chief, nice. Apparently, you could play GameCube games on the Nintendo Switch 2.
Really?
So you saw the Nintendo Switch 2 dropped. All the nerds waited outside the Best Buy.
Nerds.
Yeah, sorry.
I have the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, but not the 2.
I might get it.
And
now.
you didn't camp out. I watched people camp
I
outside
would.
Best Buy. For the Switch 2, it's not even apparently that much better.
But you can play.
But you can play GameCube games. Yeah, so people are flipping out about this.
Okay.
There was a reaction video on Instagram. I'll link it to you.
Okay.
Hysterical reaction. This guy's a grown adult, and he's just flipping out when they announce
Play
it.
the clip.
trailer.
Play the clip.
But some games will be made available through the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack subscription.
That was a long sentence.
It's a classic GameCube games library. Do you want to know some of the games?
I would love to know. Yes.
Super Mario Sunshine,
Never played it.
Pokemon Coliseum.
Pretty good.
Brian, that's a hands down might be one of the best GameCube games.
That's crazy.
Pokemon Coliseum?
Pokemon Coliseum is probably one of the worst Pokemon games I've ever played.
Pokemon games, but not for GameCube. Mario Super Strikers, which I
Fantastic.
am stoked about.
That's awesome. You're not getting the system.
I know I'm not. Luigi's Mansion
Okay, you like that game.
and other games.
That's all you got for me?
That's all I wrote down because those are the 4 main ones that I thought were a big deal.
Mario Super Strikers is a huge deal. Pokemon Coliseum is slept on. I'm not going to discredit it.
The other thing that you can do
Is what?
is buy a GameCube controller that connects to the Switch.
Wow,
So you
that's
can play the Switch with your GameCube controller. It feels nostalgic.
How
You feel
does
like you're
it-
back in your childhood.
How does it have the input?
It's wireless. Oh. Yes, a wireless GameCube controller, but it looks like the normal one. Nintendo released and talked about this in their trailer. And this grown man, like I said, Barley the Burr.
Barley?
Barley the Burr, that's his name on Instagram.
That's a crazy name.
It was hysterical. He's the one who reacted to it. GameCube released in 2001.
Yeah.
And now in 2025, Nintendo's readdressing it, and they're bringing the GameCube back in the game. You almost fall there?
I almost fall.
GameCube's the greatest system of all time, hands down.
Now it might be the Nintendo Switch too.
It might be because it includes it, but not all the games, which I'm sure there's some sleepers. Backyard football? That's a good
Overrated.
one. Yeah, probably.
That's a little
NFL Blitz?
I don't know. I've been watching our friend Zach from Vayner. He
Yeah.
goes on live stream on TikTok with his brother on their podcast page.
The O'Shea
and he
podcast?
plays backyard baseball while streaming on TikTok. The game looks so outdated.
Really?
It kind of looks bad.
Didn't they come out with a new one? I thought they re-released
I don't
one.
know if he might be playing the original one because
Oh.
it just like Mario baseball looks 10 times better than it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
No, it absolutely does. And Backyard Baseball used to have the juice pouch that gave you like a special pitch or whatever. It was fun.
I never really played backyard baseball,
Oh,
but I want to talk about sports.
Pajama Sam, that was a good one. You ever played
I
that?
love Pajama Sam.
might-
What was the fish one?
The fish?
The computer game with the fish?
Not Putt Putt. That
No.
was the purple car.
The fish one was awesome. I played that all the time. I also played the construction game.
Tycoon?
Yeah,
Roller
no.
Coaster Tycoon?
No.
No?
The action, construction workers,
Yeah.
like the trucks.
What, Sims?
No. It's like my cousin Courtney would know.
Okay.
We used to play it at my grandma's house.
Freddy Fish. That's what you're thinking
I see
of.
the picture of it?
Yeah, it's the little gold fish guy.
Yes, what a sick
Freddy
game.
Fish. I was more of a Pajama Sam guy.
That's a sick game. No, Pajama Sam was fantastic.
You are what you eat from your head to your feet. That was one of the games.
Spyro was good too, but that wasn't computer.
I think it might have been partially, but mainly
Spyro was
PS1.
good. Those are all such good games. I think it was like the cat game, CAT, the construction game. It's a great game.
The cat game?
No. It might have been like a dinosaur game.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, yeah, it's Cat.
it?
The Cat Construction Simulator? Is that what you were playing?
Maybe.
Construction Zone for the Game Boy Color?
No, it wasn't Game Boy. It was online. It was I forget.
That's a tough one for you.
was
Construction
sick, though.
Tycoon? No? By Caterpillar?
That might have been it. What a great game that was.
The whole series, the Tycoon series, used to kill.
I thought you were going to say the Caterpillar.
No. They had School Tycoon. Oh,
Tycoon.
they had School Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon,
You just said Tycoon two different ways.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, Safari Tycoon.
You said Tycoon.
Yeah, it's a speech impediment thing. Sometimes I can't.
Did you go to speech class growing up?
No, I didn't. No,
You should have.
That's just rude.
That was funny.
Wasn't that funny?
Did you go to hair growing class?
Oh yeah.
You missed that one. That was a class you didn't sign up for in college.
All right, moving on. I'm excited for it. Not this topic. I have props over here for the end.
Good.
We're gonna experiment. Maybe it fails. Maybe it doesn't.
It'll probably fail, but hopefully it doesn't. You know how Jarv, which is our Makeshift music account, go give him a follow, and Hoops and Golf and everything else we have. But specifically Makeshift Music, he did Are These Cities Best Rappers or Basketball Players Better?
Yeah.
I wanted to just do athletes and musicians in general.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
let's do it.
Are these cities best athletes or best musicians better all time?
Okay, let's see.
So I got each city's best 3 athletes and best 3 musicians.
Okay.
Okay, so New York City, and this is all ChatGPT, so don't come for me.
Now, come for him in the
All right,
comments.
come for me in the comments. New York City's up first. The 3 best athletes from New York City: Babe Ruth, Lawrence Taylor, Mark Messier.
Mark Messier?
He's the greatest Ranger of all time.
Doesn't matter. It's the
Stop.
Rangers.
You
It's the
can't-
4th most important sport in the city.
Zach,
It is.
that's crazy talk.
It's the 4th most important sport in the city.
Did you want me to put another Yankee in there? You would have pooped on them more.
That's fine.
Who else am I supposed to put in there?
I guess it was baseball, basketball, hockey.
put Patrick Ewing in there?
Oh, football.
Patrick Ewing is nowhere near Mark Messier status.
I guess not, but I don't know.
Mark Messier is one of the greatest hockey players of all time. Just
Okay.
keep that into consideration.
All right, fine.
New York City's athletes: Babe Ruth, Lawrence Taylor, Mark Messier. Their best 3 musicians: Billy Joel, Biggie Smalls, Jay-Z.
They dominate on the music side here.
Really?
Absolutely torch them. Yeah.
Wow.
Jay-Z's a top 5 rapper of all time.
Okay.
Biggie Smalls is also a top 5 rapper of all time.
and Billy Joel's a dog.
And Billy Joel, I hope he's okay.
What's the matter with
He
him?
got sick. He
yeah,
canceled
he
his
did.
tour.
Most sold out MSG run, right?
Yeah, like in a row. Like
Or
he's been
did
doing
Harry
it for
Styles
like,
beat that?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But no, he's been doing it forever. He's one of the greatest performers of all time in music.
So I mean, you think musicians sweep here?
So I think the musicians take the cake.
Okay. Better musicians in New York than
They
athletes.
take the big apple.
Okay. Los Angeles is up next. The athletes: Magic Johnson, Sandy Koufax, Aaron Donald. I also threw Shohei in there for baseball. I don't know which one you want
You
to
could
go
put Shohei instead of Aaron Donald. I feel like that's more significant.
I wanted one from each.
Okay.
So either Sandy Koufax or Shohei, you pick.
Put Shohei.
All right. So Magic Johnson, Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Donald.
Okay. Or
I forgot the musicians. And the musicians are the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Tupac, and the Beach Boys.
oh man, those are such good artists. It's hard because Shohei Ohtani's changing the sport as we speak.
100%.
I'm sure you're going to see a generation of players come up trying to be pitchers and hitters.
And Magic kind of changed it too.
Yeah, I mean, this one you have to go the athletes. As much as I love-
Really?
Yeah. You know what? And this might be a hot take. Tupac, I don't fully
God.
understand why he's top 5, top 10 rapper.
He only has like 1.5 albums, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he has enough of a body of music.
Same
You
with
talk
Biggie.
about pinnacle of the sport or the game.
Okay.
Tupac, yes, completely. But I don't know how you consider him in the top 5 in the conversation without having the body of music.
So you're going athletes for LA.
Yeah, and it's not his fault, obviously.
All right, last one, Miami. The athletes are Dwayne Wade, Dan Marino, and LeBron James. The musicians: Pitbull, Rick Ross, Steve Aoki.
Yeah, this one's not even close.
Yeah, it's not even close.
I love Rick Ross.
You're going to pick the musicians?
No, I'm not going to take the musicians. No, you have to go the athletes. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't even know if that's...
chopper and go.
Yeah, that doesn't resonate.
So you're
with
going
me.
away with Mr. 305.
Yeah, no, I have to. Pitbull, listen, I respect you. I want you on the podcast.
Miami has some great athletes.
But, yeah, the best. Dan Marino, undefeated season. Not him. Wasn't him.
This is a heavy hitter matchup. Detroit's athletes: Barry Sanders, Gordie Howe, Ty Cobb.
Gordie Howe.
He's one of the greatest hockey players of all time.
I don't know these
He's like
things.
top 5.
All right, he's irrelevant in my life.
Can you just take it seriously? Top 5.
Okay.
It's top 5. Musicians: Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder, Eminem.
This isn't even an argument.
Barry Sanders, Ty Cobb, Gordie.
Ty Cobb.
Yeah.
No, Ty Cobb.
Yes.
Like the baseball player?
Right, like the baseball player.
This is Detroit?
Yeah.
Oh, is he from Detroit?
No, he played in Detroit. No,
He played for Boston.
didn't he play for Detroit as well?
Did he?
Yeah, he played for Detroit.
Okay, well, you have to go the musicians.
Okay, the musicians kind of carry.
Yeah, they wipe. They wipe.
All right, what about Boston? Boston's athletes: we got Bill Russell, Ted Williams, and Tom Brady. heavy hitters.
Oh, Ted Williams.
And then musicians, we got Aerosmith, Boston, and Donna Summer. Or the Cars.
I think I'm going to have to go with the athletes on this one.
And you could throw Larry Bird in there.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Boston's got some great people, great athletes,
You
great
think Larry
musicians.
Bird's overrated, though?
It's not overrated. I just don't think he's as good of a shooter as people said he was.
So you're going athletes for Boston.
Also, Ty Cobb, I was thinking of Ted Williams. I wasn't thinking, yeah, that was bad.
No, that was bad. So you're going athletes for Boston.
I am.
All right, let's move on to Houston. The athletes. This is a great matchup, by the way, Houston.
Yeah.
Houston's athletes, J.J. Watt, Nolan Ryan, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh,
Fantastic lineup. The musicians, though, Beyonce, Willie Nelson, and Travis Scott.
this might be the hardest matchup of them all.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we do?
This is fantastic. J.J. Watt, Nolan Ryan, Hakeem, Beyonce, Willie Nelson, Travis Scott.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
Tell me what.
Travis Scott is too new, too fresh. I don't respect his body of music up to the level of those
Really?
other artists.
Even J.J. Watt.
So I have to go with the athletes on this one.
Okay.
They're more legends. They're legends of the sport.
Okay.
Travis Scott, not there yet. When he retires, maybe.
All right. And then I got one more for you. Chicago. Michael Jordan, Walter Payton, Bobby Hull, and the musicians are Kanye West, Muddy Waters, and Jennifer Hudson.
Muddy Waters?
Muddy.
Muddy Waters.
Yeah, just don't speak bad on him. He's like an all-time great.
Okay. I'll go with the athletes on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
That's
to.
fair. I like that. I like that little segment. Shout out to Jarv. Shout out to
good.
Makeshift Music.
Jarv.
Just stole it from them.
Jarv's golf swing improving.
He's getting better.
Overlay it in the podcast.
you got it?
I have two more topics,
What time are we at?
but I feel like we're at a decent time and we're at that 45-minute mark.
Okay.
I want to try and do this thing.
Let's do it.
And then if anything, I'll add the other things
That's
to the
fine.
miscellaneous time, which you guys will hopefully see in short form.
Let's do it. What is the? I'm curious. You always have a piece of paper.
Damn it.
And
Drop
two
that.
scissors.
So I'm going to give you... Ooh, I need to calm down. Calm down, Zach. Calm down.
Messing up my paper.
Okay, hold on. We're not making paper airplanes, don't worry.
Yeah, I would dog walk you in paper airplane making.
Oh, maybe that's a competition we need to do one day. Ooh, okay.
Oh my god!
Can you fit your body through a single sheet of paper?
Through this?
Yes. So you have a piece of paper and then you have scissors, right? So technically you could fold it in half, you could cut a hole, but like you're not going to fit through the hole.
Yes, correct.
So what's your answer? Do you think you can? Do you think I could make you do this?
I'm assuming, yeah. If this is is it possible?
I think it's possible.
You think it's possible? Or you know, it's
I haven't
possible?
done it yet, but I watched someone do it, so we're going to try.
So it's possible.
Yeah, you could win this bet with your friends all the time, all right? You're going to
Okay.
follow my lead, okay?
All right.
Okay. Fold the paper hamburger style. Okay.
I feel like I'm in arts and crafts class again.
it is. I feel like a teacher. This paper might not be big enough. I feel like the other guy used a bigger piece of paper.
Okay.
Okay. Now take your scissors
Yeah.
and you're going to cut from the folded side. And you're going to cut. We got to be
a semicircle.
No, a pretty thin line here. So you want to cut. Oh boy, these scissors are shot.
Semicircle?
Are your scissors working?
Yeah. Tell me what to cut though.
You're cutting a straight line up to close to the top of the piece of paper, but not all the way.
I'm working on it.
Do I need to get you new scissors?
No, I'm good. What do you mean?
My scissors are broken, so.
Just let me do it then.
Oh, don't go all the way. Don't go all the way.
I'm not going all the way.
Okay.
You want me to go closer?
Maybe a little bit, yeah. Okay, now do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, here we go. Look at this, arts and crafts. We could fast forward this part in the short form.
No, we don't have to.
That's might take a while. Okay, now unfold it like this and then cut along the folded line. So you're gonna cut out basically the middle part of the paper.
Gotcha.
But not the end. Yeah, good. You're killing it. You're doing great, Brian.
Thank you.
Okay.
Whoa.
Now, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Now fold the paper back the way you had it. Okay, now you're gonna cut the opposite line. So you cut it from the folded side, and then you're gonna flip the paper and then cut parallel lines and keep flipping until you get all the way across the paper.
What?
Okay, so watch.
Oh, like this side?
Yeah, so now you're gonna take this open side and then you're gonna cut that line
This
straight
side,
up.
not that
Correct, yes. And then so you do one line on each side.
side. Like close to this here?
Yeah, so pretty close, and you're just gonna cut a line up and then you're just gonna flip the paper and then cut a line
Don't
next
go
to
all
that.
the way, right?
Yeah, correct. The same distance you went for the last one. And then, wait. Oh yeah, I would just flip the paper and then just cut and keep alternating.
On the other side?
Yes.
Oh, on the same side though?
On the same side.
Okay.
So now the line should start from the other end, right?
Yep.
For the people listening to the audio podcast, while Brian cuts this, Brian's cutting a piece of paper in a very kind of technical way. And if you're not watching, go on YouTube, go on Spotify for podcasters, whatever. You could watch us. Oh, I think it's going to work, Brian.
I think it is too.
I think it's going to work. This is like the best way to win a bet against your friends because we outsmart them.
Yeah, but it takes 45 minutes.
Yeah, but, anything's possible.
You do remind me of Jason Tatum a little bit.
Why? Because I say things that other people made more famous?
No, just like a little cringy sometimes.
Cringy?
You don't think Jason Tatum's cringy?
You think I'm cringy?
Sometimes, Zach.
I got to work on my brand. All right, make sure the last one's going to be opposite of the one that you just did. Or the first one,
I got it, Zach.
Yeah, so
I ain't no rookie.
It's getting tough, right?
Yeah,
the layers are layering up.
The layers are definitely layering.
Okay. Now, you should be able to open this paper up and try not rip it.
Oh, you could easily fit through this.
And then you're going to stand up and you're going to walk through this thing without ripping it.
I got it.
Look at that.
You could easily
Look at you.
I don't know if I'm going to be in the frame, but...
It's okay. You'll be enough in the frame. You put it around yourself. Bang. How impressive is that? That, my people, is how you win a bet against your friends.
Wow! And this will be on this guy.
And you do arts and crafts while you're doing it. I'm mad my scissors didn't work.
You suck.
Wasn't that cool?
Yeah, that was awesome. All right. It was very cool.
Play along at home. I don't know. Do whatever you want.
Oh, gosh, Zach. You're a funny guy. You know that?
All right, where are we? We're at 50 minutes. You want to do one more topic?
I'm sweating.
One more
I
topic?
need to take this off. Yeah, let's do one more.
Okay.
I have one more for you. Do you have a good one?
No. Go for it. And I just want to say something, but it's not going to be a segment, but something that I want to do next week on our flight.
This is about fast food.
Yeah, let's do it.
Can you guess the 7 countries where there are no McDonald's via Reader's Digest?
North Korea.
That's right. Yeah. North Korea doesn't have anything, apparently. That's right. That's on the list. No McDonald's and NK.
They're all their own brand there. I feel like they don't have brands.
They have fake supermarkets, apparently.
So North Korea is one of them.
That's
I'm
correct.
going to say Vietnam.
No.
No?
What do you think? Vietnam has McDonald's, Zach?
Pakistan.
No.
No?
They have McDonald's, apparently.
What about Russia?
Russia does not have McDonald's. I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, they don't. Well, I don't really feel bad. They're
I'm
probably
due
out
for a
there.
McDonald's run.
Are you?
I think so. I haven't had one in a while.
Let's go later. Why not?
Nah,
Yeah.
too fattening.
So let's think of places people don't want to go.
Yep.
Greenland.
No.
Iceland.
Iceland, apparently, there are no McDonald's.
Iceland's actually green and Greenland's ice.
Yeah, that's where Lars Eriksson's from.
Yes.
Isn't that Will Ferrell's name in
Icelandic,
Eurovision?
Yes.
So there may be more countries.
Papua New Guinea.
No. They might not have it, but not on this list.
French Guinea.
No, No, not on the list. There's one in Africa.
Africa. Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Yes.
That was like a 1 in 40 chance. That was really good. They do not have McDonald's, apparently.
I only know so many countries in Africa.
Boo!
Boo. Scared.
No, say boo.
Boo.
Continue.
Belarus.
Boo.
Bhutan.
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 Yes. I'm not sure where that is, to be honest.
I don't know either.
That's
you're
on the
asking
list.
the wrong guy if you're asking me.
There's 2 more. One in South America and one in the Caribbean.
South America, Bolivia.
Bolivia is on the list. No McDonald's, apparently. And there's one more.
What's the last? Where is
in
it?
the Caribbean.
In the Caribbean?
Yes.
Dominican Republic. Oh.
Say it. Say that. Yeah?
Berlin. No.
In the Caribbean.
Bernice.
Bermuda. Oh my God. That is the 7th country. Apparently those 7 countries do not have McDonald's. There may be more, but Reader's Digest published 7 of them.
Okay. I love that.
That's McDonald's for you.
That's crazy.
They're everywhere in the world besides those 7, apparently.
Damn. So we mentioned our trip, our travel next week. We're going to Vegas.
Yes.
So I saw a video, and this will wrap up the pod. On the flight to Vegas, I want to do something fun.
Okay.
Are you in for this?
We're not sitting next to each other, but sure.
Okay. I'm going to buy a composition notebook.
Okay.
And I'm going to write down as many random athletes as I possibly can over the course of the flight.
That's like a 5.5 hour flight.
How many athletes do you think I could write down on the paper?
Like any athlete ever?
Any athlete ever.
Like it could be popular guys.
Andrew Hawkins, the Browns slot receiver from
Are you really going to
2010.
do this?
I'm going, yeah. I might get tired, but I think that's why there should be an over-under. Like, what's the goal I'm setting?
1,000.
You think 1,000?
Yeah.
I feel like I get 1,000 easily, right?
Yeah, but 1,000 takes a lot of time to write. That's 2,000 words.
No, I guess it is.
That's a lot of words to write. I feel like it takes longer to write the athletes than think of them in the start, at least.
Yeah, and then you got to like think, am I repeating? Do I go back? So like
set the over under. Hold on. Let me do some math here.
What's the math?
2,000 words written down without stopping takes 2 to 3 hours.
Seriously?
Apparently.
There's no way.
It's 50 to 60 words per minute. So 1 word per second.
Okay.
So if you nonstop wrote, which probably won't happen.
No, I'm going to get tired. I'm going to eat my snacks.
I'm going to say the over-under is 1,500 athletes.
1,500. That's why don't we go like 12?
13,500. 13,000.
Okay, 13,000.
Do you feel good about that?
I feel good.
Sorry. Not 13,000. 1,300 athletes.
Okay, do I get your help? Are you able to help?
We're not sitting next to each other.
Yeah, but we could like text on the plane. You're gonna sleep.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm not, because it's gonna be 6:30. I'm not gonna go to sleep.
That's true. And I could give you the notebook to say I take a break. Hey Brian, you want to get in here? You just can't repeat any. It's the problem.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
I think 1,300 is a lot, but I'm up for the challenge.
Yeah, 1,300.
I think it'll be a fun video to do.
If you hit it, what do you get?
Not sure.
You get to gamble that night.
All right.
1,300 athletes. All right, we'll come back to it.
We'll see if I do that. Stay tuned for that video, because that's like, it reminds me of the over-under transportation video we did. And I just feel like I've seen, and like the videos that have done it have popped off.
We'll do an intro
at the airport. Oh my goodness. I got to buy a composition journal.
All right, that's the pod.
Yes, member shout-outs. We can't forget them. We know the guest podcasts, we kind of forget sometimes to announce you guys. So I do apologize, but here we go. How many members do you think we're at?
13.
Oh my goodness, Brian?
Really?
Brian? You know what's so funny? So we started this like so long ago, like 9 months ago. And we're just starting to see the traction here for the people who...
How many members do we have?
We're at 18 members.
Wow.
18. And you're going to be surprised at the most recent one, I'm going to tell you.
Let me hear it.
You got Julia Kern, Abby, Penguins06, Thomas Flynn, Phil the Thrill, Unknown, Simon K.
Nice.
Coke Troops, who's Christian, Josh Pittman, Scoots 26,
Love
Just
Scoots.
Chris, Zach, your McDonald's hairline, Chef Mickey D,
Okay.
The Fluff Aluff,
That's a new one.
Tiger Wish He Could,
That's a new one.
Adidasaurus, like
New one.
Adidasaurus.
I like it. New one.
David Rabinowicz,
New one.
CRSN period 18.
Okay.
And I'll give you one guess on the last one. It's one of our friends.
Tom Flynn.
No, not Tom Flynn.
He's already a member,
We already
right?
said him. Yeah.
My side?
Yeah.
Surhoff.
Surhoff.
No
Nick
way.
Surhoff. He's a member as of 7 days ago.
Let's go.
Let's go, Nick
Shout out Nick
Surhoff.
Surhoff and Sirs on TikTok.
Yeah, what did we say? We said if we get up to 100 members or 50 members, we would do a giveaway. And then we said 100, we would do like one a week, right? Or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can figure that out. We're getting
We
there.
got to get to 50 first.
Yeah, we do. And we're climbing. We're climbing 8 in the last 31 days.
Maybe that motivated them to join.
Maybe it did.
All right, 50 members on our YouTube. 50 members, we do a giveaway.
And it's funny because at the end of this video, if you're still here, if you're one of the few percent that made it all the way to the end,
Yes.
you're the ones hearing about this. So you're important.
Correct. I love it. I love the members. And it does. If you guys want to start commenting what you want the giveaways to be, comment on the long form YouTube video. And if you guys want it to be a cash giveaway, FaceTime with us, like maybe if you live local, a round of golf together. If you want to send, we'll send a signed jersey or something. Whatever you guys want, just comment what you guys want.
Our Justin Gaethje podcast
Yep.
is the highest views of all the podcasts since April 3rd. So the T-Mac podcast came up on the 27th, and we've already passed the views on YouTube for that fight. That podcast.
Justin, people love the UFC.
Crazy, dude.
I told you.
No, I know. I didn't believe you. I don't know why.
And just wait till our next guest next week.
Yeah,
hopefully
I think we're going to be out of the podcast studio for the next few podcasts too. It seems. FANATICS
This
Fest?
might be the last one for the month.
Yeah, maybe.
Because then we have the Rizzler, which is already announced at FANATICS Fest. And then the next week we'll be in Vegas with a UFC fighter. TBD who it is.
We might have another guest for a podcast in Vegas.
Yes.
There's a lot of moving parts, moving cards.
We might have 2 podcasts.
It's going to be a lot of prep. We could do it. Because the podcast, especially if it's extra.
We need to get Liam editing.
Okay.
That's a side note. All right, that's the pod. Buy tickets to our live show July 26th in Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Adios.